Today we're going to talk about heat pressing patches. Coming up. Welcome back, everybody. So we have some patches that we need to heat press on some shirts for a client. I'm going to give you the specifics. Let's go ahead and dive right into this tutorial. Okay, so here are our patches that we are going to heat press. We have our heat press set to 350 at 20 seconds. Generally, patches call for about a heat press temperature around 325 to 400 and 15 to 20 seconds. So this is going to go on what would be considered the left sleeve. So I'm going to set this on the press, and by the way, guys, we'll leave a link down in the description as to where you can get a press similar to this. They cost around 200 bucks, and it's a affordable way to get into decorating garments, doing vinyl and whatnot. So I'm going to move this up just a little more. I want this patch to be 2 inches down from the seam. And this is one of the harder things to do, is sleeves actually, so it's going to take a little more patience, a little more time. Just trying to get this as flat as possible so that way I am not putting any creases into the garment. And I think I may offset this just a little more because we do have a seam underneath here and we don't want to heat press onto that seam. And I'm just going to tuck the sleeve back underneath the pallet here. That will kind of help just keep this thing from sliding, really. We got everything nice and flat on the press. Here's the seam that we're going to line the patch up to. So I'm going to heat press this for about 3 seconds. And what that will do is just kind of flatten down our surface and get rid of any moisture in our garment. I'm going to take my lint roller real quick, just kind of clean the area where I'm going to heat press the patch, because it does look like this client does have an animal in the house, and I'm going to make sure the orientation of this is correct. And with this particular patch and its location, I want it 2 inches down from the seam. Actually, I just double checked that. It's going to be 2.5 inches down. So I'm going to measure 2.5 inches down. And it looks like we're just about on the money. And I'm just going to make sure it's nice and centered compared to the seam. Looks like we can go over just a touch. So now I'm going to heat press this at 350 for 20 seconds. And I'm using a medium to somewhat firm pressure. Okay, now we're all ready, but now our patch is nice and heat pressed on. I'm going to let this cool down, and I'll definitely be advising our client not to wash this within a 24-hour time frame. So here we go. Here's the finished product. We got some embroidery in combination with these patches all heat pressed on, and they came out really well. And these things are on there really well, and they're not going to go anywhere. Thanks for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Be sure to check our links down in the description, so that way you can grab up your own heat press and start your own decorated apparel business. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later.